Have you ever wondered how professional speakers prepare to give a speech? I've been a professional speaker for nearly 20 years, and I'm often asked by people who I'm coaching for public speaking, how do I prepare for a speech and how do I overcome the inevitable nerves? Well, for me, the process often starts months before I walk onto a stage. Once a speech is confirmed, I want to know the expectations from the meeting organizer or the company that's hiring me. What do they require? Motivation, inspiration, information, a combination, and if so, in what percentage? Then I want to know the expectations from my audience. What do they need to know? What challenges are they facing? With this information, I go about storyboarding my speech using PowerPoint. I might start from scratch or take another similar speech and start to rework it. I do this because I want the speech to be customized, and I'm always developing my ideas and want to include the latest concepts and stories, as long as they're relevant. Once I have the key components on slides, I like to add images and take away all the unnecessary text. I run through the speech and check it for timing and make sure I'm comfortable with the flow and that the key messages are clearly coming through. Great. Now, if possible, the day before or at least early the morning of the day of the speech, I arrive at the venue and I scope it out. I make sure the AV guys have my presentation and the microphone works, and most importantly, the slide clicker. I'm sure you've witnessed some terrible presentations where the sound quality was bad or the speaker couldn't advance their own slides. Now, to prepare myself, I make sure I've done some exercise to pump up my energy, but not so much that I will be tired or sore. I make sure I'm well hydrated and I do some stretches so that I'm standing up straight. I also stretch my jaw using some vowel sounds, A, E, I, O, U. And then the final thing before going on stage is I check my intention. New speakers are often thinking, how can I look good or how can I not stuff up? These intentions engage the ego, and therefore the fear that the ego might be damaged or threatened. Instead, because I started this process knowing what the client wants and what the audience needs, I set my intention to how can I move this audience to where they need to be. And now I'm ready to go on stage and give my speech. The key thing for you to remember in your preparation is that a great speech is not necessarily the most perfect. It is the one that's most genuine. Now, time for you to prepare, practice, and present. Break a leg.